In the heart of Addis Ababa, there lived a young husband named Bekele, a hard-working taxi driver known for his warm smile and joyful spirit. Every day he drove long hours meeting all kinds of people, tourists, business travelers, and workers rushing across the fast-growing city. One afternoon while stuck in Meskele Square traffic, a well-dressed woman entered his taxi. She complimented his charm, laughed at his jokes, and told him he deserved better attention at home. Her words lingered in his mind long after she left, and that evening, as he walked into his humble home in Bole, he found his wife Lensa exhausted from caring for their 2 children. Bekele felt emotionally pulled between the flattering voice of a stranger and the quiet, familiar presence of his wife. It was at that moment he realized infidelity doesn't begin with the act, it begins with the direction of the heart. And he knew he needed to take deliberate steps to guard his marriage. Just like Bekele, many husbands face unseen emotional traps daily. The pressure of work, admiration from others, and unguarded thoughts can open doors the enemy is eager to enter and exploit. But God has provided wisdom and practical steps to empower husbands to stay faithful, not by fear, but by intentional discipline, spiritual awareness, and emotional maturity. 1 Corinthians 10:12 says, "So if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall." And there is an African proverb that says, "A man must spend less time with another man's wife." These warns of the dangers of unnecessary closeness that can lead to unfaithfulness. In today's teaching, we are going to cover 4 key steps a husband must take to avoid infidelity. Number 1, guard your eyes intentionally. Matthew 6:22 says, "The eye is the lamp of the body." Infidelity begins with uncontrolled glances. A husband must set clear boundaries with online content, entertainment, and individuals who trigger temptations. Because what the eyes feast on eventually feeds desire. A faithful husband doesn't trust his eyes, he trains them. Number 2, cultivate emotional honesty in your marriage. Ephesians 4:25 says, "Speak the truth to one another." Many affairs begin emotionally, through secret conversations and unspoken frustrations. A husband must practice emotional transparency with his wife, sharing worries, pressures, and expectations openly. Emotional honesty will reduce and eliminate the appetite for outside admiration. Number 3, build accountability and godly friendships. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 says, "Two are better than one. If one falls, the other can help him up." A husband who fights temptations alone is vulnerable. Trusted male friends, spiritual mentors, and a healthy community serve as guardrails. Accountability is therefore not weakness. It is the wisdom of God to stand. The devil thrives in secrecy, but he loses power in the presence of godly oversight. Number 4, invest in your wife and your marriage daily. 1 Peter 3:7 says, "Husbands, dwell with your wives with understanding." Affairs grow in the soil of emotional neglect. When a husband stops pursuing his wife, he subconsciously opens the door to pursue other emotional sources. Intentional affection, quality time, shared dreams, and spiritual growth reconnect the marriage and close the gaps where temptations tries to enter. Here's an activity for you. Write down 3 areas of vulnerability in your life. It could be in your workplace, it could be emotional stress, communication patterns, or even the media. Identify one action step for each vulnerability that you will begin immediately, e.g. limiting access, having open conversations, or even introducing accountability. Share these steps with your spouse or accountability partner this week. This simple activity strengthens 1, awareness, and 2, builds intentions, which are 2 pillars of marital faithfulness. My friend, faithfulness is not accident, it is intentional. Every husband must guard his heart, discipline his eyes, strengthen his relationships, and pour love back into his wife daily. Like Bekele, victory begins when you recognize where the battle starts inside the heart and choose your marriage every single day. Thank you.